On today's video, we're installing a TGK Motorsports exhaust tunnel brace because I don't want my exhaust rattling anymore. So let's jump into it. What's up everybody, Cameron from Audi C7 owners, and we're back in the garage today. Really quick DIY video for you. I picked up this TGK Motorsports exhaust tunnel brace because I got the JH Motorsports catback exhaust on the car now, and it hangs a little bit lower than your normal OEM exhaust, and that causes it to bang around on your OEM tunnel brace, which is just a straight bar across. So it's pretty easy to remove. You've got 4 triple square bolts that hold it in on each side. The only thing is you've got your undercovering plastics that are in the way of getting to those bolts, so I'll show you what those look like underneath and show you how I get rid of those, or get to them to remove them. This thing's a beautiful little piece and it's powder coated, nice and, well, in black. It was powder coated really nice, but you can see I dropped it and so I damaged the powder coat, but that's okay because I asked Tyler Kirst, who owns TGK Motorsport, to make sure he rubbed this on that beautiful bald head of his for good luck. So yeah, I got the car up on ramps. I'm gonna crawl underneath there, give you guys some look around time to see what we're doing and familiarize yourself if you've never been under there. And then I'm gonna swap these things out. Before I crawl into the vehicle, a word from today's sponsor. Today's video sponsor is a company called Vannon. They make replacement batteries for your power tools and outdoor working equipment such as blowers, weed eaters that are all battery powered. They sent me 2 of their 5.5 amp hour lithium ion 20 volt batteries for my DeWalt tools. Cool thing, just like my DeWalt tools, they have a battery indicator status. Look at that, showing fully charged. I've been using these for about 3 weeks now. Haven't noticed the difference between the manufacturer's battery for my OEM or my DeWalt tools here. I'm gonna be using one on my impact today for today's install video. I've got one for my heavier impact and my drill. I haven't noticed the difference between that and the DeWalt supplied battery. They can use your DeWalt charger or your manufacturer's charger, but they also come with one as well. So far, no notice in runtime or power. They have been completely interchangeable with my DeWalt batteries, so I'm really, really happy with them, and they're significantly cheaper than your manufacturer's battery. So if you want a couple extra batteries laying around the garage, or yours are just old and need to be replaced, check out the pinned comment below and go get yourself a couple Vannon batteries. Let's jump into the DIY. All right, so we're underneath the car here and we're at the location for the brace. You can see the open holes right here, 1, 2, and then there's 3, 4 on the other side. There's some that are underneath your pans here. And so we're gonna have to lower that down. But before we do that, one thing we can do to help ourselves if you're working on jack stands is you can go ahead and put the actual brace into place. You can figure out which way you want the lettering to line up, and you can use these pans to just kind of hold it in place here and get it lined up like that, and you can go ahead and get those first 4 bolts in there. That way when you take this down, this is already up and you don't have to struggle with it. So that's a little tip there, but you can see a good amount of room there between the exhaust and the actual brace itself. But to remove these pans here underneath, you've got a bunch of these plastic 10mm screws, and they're not on there very tight. Don't tighten them really, really tight. I would definitely just use hand tools, but we only need to remove this one. And if you have some that have like other little holes around it, you just need to basically remove the back end of this pan to be able to just pull this down and be able to get some bolts started, and you can use a regular wrench to tighten them in. So I'm going to go ahead and start working on these 4, and then we'll drop this down and get the other 4 in on each side. So when you're getting this installed, there is a right and a wrong way to angle the brace. I just found that out. So if you're reading TGK from left to right, that should line up with the front of the car. So if you're standing at the back of the car looking at the front, you want to be able to read TGK from left to right, because you've got these little holes here, and TGK provides some screws that go through your actual skid plan and connect here and hold that together. Honestly, I lost mine. They were a little baggy. I'm not sure what I did with them. So when I find them, I'll come back under here and install them. But if this is flipped around, these holes won't line up with the hole in your pan. So that's how it's got to be aligned. But once you get everything in there, you just want to torque it down, make sure it's good and snug. I don't know the exact torque values on these. I just got them really tight without breaking them. Got plenty of clearance here, and now I don't have this crazy rattle on my exhaust anymore. So really happy about that. All right, so that's a pretty straightforward install. It's just 4 bolts on each side. They're all M10 triple squares. Once again, I'm sorry I don't know the exact torque value, but it's one of those things that I'm just gonna make sure they're nice and tight. But yeah, TGK always makes a killer product, so super happy to have that on the car to eliminate my exhaust rattle. If you guys have any questions about the brace leave them in the comments below. Make sure you check out the link in the description for our video sponsor to go get some nice cheap batteries for your work tools in the garage. And like and subscribe. Consider joining as a channel member. You get a lot of good perks with that. And yeah, see you on the next video.